Hello, Sam and Braden here. This is Braden. Sam is, I think she's asleep. I have no idea. But hey, I found this and thought it'd be interesting. So, why don't we just give it a try? Kind of a bonus video for today.
Hello, and welcome to Surgery Squad's retinal detachment surgery. I'm Dr. Jeff, and I will be guiding you through this procedure today. The retina is located in the back of your eye. When we see, light enters the eye. It is focused onto the retina, which acts like the film in a camera, feeding information to the optic nerve, allowing you to see. As you get older, the vitreal fluid, which is the gel in your eye, can contract, pulling the retina away from the eye. This contraction can cause a small tear in the retina, allowing the fluid to seep behind the retina, detaching it from the back of the eye. This can cause loss of vision. A retinal detachment is a very serious ailment that must be dealt with as soon as possible after discovery. Symptoms that you may experience with a detached retina include seeing floaters or frequent flashes of light, shadows appearing in your peripheral or side vision, a gray curtain moving across your field of vision, or a sudden decrease in your vision. Again, if you experience any of these symptoms, contact your eye doctor immediately. Today, we're going to perform a retinal reattachment called a pneumatic retinopesky. The surgery takes about an hour and can be done on an outpatient basis. Our patient today is a 30-year-old man who recently noticed flashes in his vision. His ophthalmologist dilated the eye and detected a retinal tear and a detachment. He recommended immediate surgery to limit additional loss of vision. Let's begin. First, we need to administer a relaxing sedative intravenously. This will make our patient drowsy, but not put him to sleep. Can you place the needle for me?
Alright, let's put the needle in. Just jab it right in.
Just prior to surgery, additional drops of anesthetic are applied.
Oh, let's try this eye. Drop it in this eye. Oh, we can't drop it in that eye. Okay.
We'll use a device called a speculum to hold the eye open wide during the procedure. Place the speculum for me, please. Now that the patient is anesthetized, we insert a syringe into the eye.
Alright, let's stick it in.
Now we inject an air bubble into the vitreal fluid. As the bubble expands, it pushes the retina back against the wall of the eye. With the retina back in place, we can now seal the tear using a freezing probe. The probe is touched to the outside of the eye where the tear is. This freezes the tear back in place. It may take several touches depending on the size of the tear. The tear is now repaired. The needle insertion will heal quickly. Can you remove the speculum? Our patient needs someone to drive him home after the surgery, and he should drive until he regains sight in the eye. We will prescribe medicated eye drops to use several times each day for a few weeks after the surgery, and he'll need to wear a protective eye shield while sleeping or napping for about a week after surgery. A special pair of post-op sunglasses also need to be worn to protect his eye from sunlight and other bright light as his eye recovers. However, the biggest part of the recovery is head positioning. The bubble floats to the top of the eye, so the head must be positioned to keep the bubble against the detached portion of the eye. This means the patient must keep his head facing down, or the position indicated by his surgeon, for at least a week. Sight returns slowly to the eye over several months as the bubble must dissolve and be replaced by vitreal fluid. However, once the bubble dissolves, vision is usually restored to close to the previous level. You did a great job today, surgeon. While you're here, try one of our other surgeries here at surgerysquad.com.
We might do that. I'll be right back when I decide. Well, guys, I did find another one. I just randomly clicked. I think we'll play this one. So let's try it.
Welcome to Surgery Squad's virtual breast enhancement surgery with silicone gel implants. I'm Dr. Susie, and I'll be assisting you with this procedure today. For those with a weak stomach or have children in the room, I need to let you know that the next few steps get a bit graphic and contain nudity. This procedure may not be appropriate for work or school environments. Click the Continue button when ready.
Sure, why not? I'll blur it out.
Breast enhancement surgery, also known as augmentation mammoplasty, involves increasing the size or changing the shape of a woman's breasts through the placement of silicone implants under the breast tissue or under the chest muscle behind the breast.
Actually, we're gonna
The
pause
surgery
this.
can give a woman...
Alright, we paused this, guys. I think I'm gonna find a different one because I don't want to do all the bunch of editing, so yeah. Alright, this one seems a little bit better, guys. Another one to do with the eyeball. We'll do this one, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I didn't want to do a whole
Welcome to Surgery Squad's virtual LASIK eye surgery. I am Dr. Susie. I'll be guiding you through a LASIK eye procedure today. LASIK eye surgery reshapes the cornea to provide improved focusing power and reduce a patient's need for glasses or contact lenses. LASIK is performed with a special laser that's used to change the shape of the cornea, the part of the eye that controls and focuses the entry of light. By doing so, we can focus the light so that the patient's vision is improved. Our patient's already had her preliminary exam. Her prescription hasn't changed for more than a year, and she has no history of eye disease or injury. This qualifies her as a perfect candidate for the surgery. We want to make this procedure as pain-free as possible, so we'll use drops to numb the eye. Can you place a few drops into her eyes? Even with the numbing drops, it's possible that the patient can feel pressure and mild discomfort, but they do help with most or all the pain. Debris can complicate the procedure, so we need to make sure that the area around the eye is clean. Now that the area around the eye is clean, we'll use a device called a speculum to hold the eyelid open wide. So let's get that speculum over the eye. If the patient was allowed to blink, we might cut or burn the wrong area. At this point, we'll also mark the cornea with a water-soluble ink to guide replacement of the flap. Now we place a suction ring over the eye. The ring sucks the cornea upward, making it easier to cut. The patient's vision will likely dim and blur while the suction ring is attached.
You would have to knock me out.
For this next step, we're going to slice open a flap on the cornea. To make the corneal flap, we use a mechanical microkeratome. This is a fancy name for a blade device that's attached to the suction ring. We slide it across and it cuts the top 20% of the cornea. Here we go. Slide the microkeratome along the track to create a thin flap in the cornea. With the corneal flap cut, we remove the microkeratome and suction ring and then peel back the corneal flap to expose the middle part of the cornea. This is the part we'll reshape with a laser. The computer-controlled laser is positioned over the eye. By analyzing our patient's data, we've pre-programmed the laser to tell it how much corneal tissue to remove. A flip of the switch to fire up the laser and the reshaping process is underway. Pulses from the laser will correct the shape of the cornea in less than 60 seconds. The laser makes a slight clicking sound and you might notice a faint smell similar of burning hair. And that's it. Please fold the corneal flap back into the original. Nicely done. While you were working, I went ahead and took care of the other eye. We will observe our patient for several minutes to assure the corneas bond correctly. The cornea is quite amazing in this respect. It will be bonded back to each eye in moments. Even with the corneal flap bonded back in place, the cornea is still vulnerable and could dislodge if the patient isn't careful. That's why we put a clear protective shield over each eye. This keeps the patient from bumping or rubbing her eyes. The patient will notice the improved vision immediately, or as soon as the numbing drops wear off. She may now be driven home as she won't be able to drive for a day or two. She'll come back within the next 48 hours so we can remove the eye shields, test her vision, and examine her eyes to make sure everything is healing up nicely. And there you have it, another successful surgery. You can see more of my superior surgical technique and my other procedures here on surgerysquad.com.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Braeden trying to creep you guys out. A little bonus video for today. Peace out.